Everyone down in Melbourne seems to think I'm pretty selfish about it. No,
Quite frankly, I think you're overreacting, letting the whole thing blow. You could rely on a warm welcome. Why are you home so early? Finishing up in accounts. Starting a new position tomorrow. Of course, being managing director, you wouldn't get to hear about what's happening with our small fry. What is it? John's old job. I think I'll find PR a bit more interesting than accounts. Might even make a better go of it than John did. I doubt it. Thanks a million. Though I shouldn't have said that. It's time I started making more of an effort with him.
You've given him enough chances and didn't get much thanks for them either.
No, I suppose not. Still, you make up for it.
I don't know how I could believe all those things Mother said about you.
Don't worry about it. You're here now.
Yeah, it's good to be able to talk to you again, tell you everything.
I think you're making too much out of the whole issue. Unless, of course, you think Rob's still interested in the woman.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just that... Well, it's the baby. I mean, he didn't tell me straight away when he found out.
Well, I'm not surprised. He would have needed time to take it in himself.
Thanks.
I think he's doing the right thing coming up here to see them. Wise to get everything on a proper footing. Drew up some sort of legal document saying that he'll help support the child and setting out his rights.
His rights?
Access and so on.
But I don't want him to keep seeing her.
Well, as much as you hate it, he is the father. And knowing Rob, I can't see him able to send off money and just forget about her.
That's what worries me.
Only if you let it.
What if he starts to feel something for the mother? I mean, he did once. She's given him something I can't.
You've got to have some trust in him.
Yeah, that's what he said.
If you have doubts about how the woman will react, then talk to Fiona. She must have formed some sort of opinion of her. And I've come to respect her judgment.
Yeah. Well, why not? I'll go and see her later.
Feel awful dragging you away from the office.
Don't worry, it's my lunch break.
Hi, how did you two get together?
Didn't trust her to make her own way home from Spencer Street.
How are Nan and Pop Keegan?
Oh, really well.
I bet they were glad to see you. Know everything's all right again.
Yes, they were.
I must have known you were coming. I had the kettle on. Tea?
Oh,
yes,
thank
please.
you, love. Where's Davy?
Oh, he's gone to Aunt Helen's for the afternoon.
Surprised me a bit. You going off to Macedon so soon. Would have thought you'd like to spend as much time with Dad as you could.
I wanted to talk to Mum, see if she thought I was wrong about the way I was feeling. Just for a moment, love. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy to be back with your Dad, but I'm not exactly the same sort of person I was when I left. Sydney's changed me.
How?
No. Things I did myself, having interests outside the home. I don't think Mum really understood either. But talking to her about it helped me to see things clearer. I've decided to look for a job.
Why?
I like the one I had in Sydney. I got good references. I can't see why I couldn't get a similar one here.
Don't you think you ought to let things settle down a bit first?
And slip back to the way things were before.
Dad won't like it much.
We need to start the way we mean to go on. I'm going to talk to him tonight. It's all right, love. Nothing's going to muck up things between your Dad and me now. I think he's changed, too. Might even surprise us both.
Come and get it. I'm sorry if the cake's a bit dry. I think I left it in the oven too long.
I'll do some baking this afternoon. See, I'll still do my bit around here.
Maybe you can make some of Kevin's favourite biscuits. They might brighten him up a bit.
Oh, of course, he had another exam today. What was it?
Maths. It's the one he's really worried about.
Poor kid, he'll probably be right in the middle of it.
Please. When did you make these?
What?
Did you make these before or after you entered the room?
Before.
I see. I'll keep them. Continue with the exam.
What'll happen?
I'll present a report with your papers. See Mr. Woods when the examination is over. He'll advise you of your rights.
Hi, been back from Macedon long?
Couple of hours. How'd it go?
Oh, a bit hard to tell.
Look what your mum's made.
Great.
Rough, was it?
Yeah, pretty.
You'll be right. You've always done well before.
Have we got John's work number?
By the phone. Why?
Oh, well, I haven't had much of a chance to talk to him. I thought I might catch him somewhere after work.
Well, I'll leave you two to have a chat.
It's all right, Jill. Fiona told me you know about it.
Come on, sit down. You're making the place look untidy.
Do you really think the little girl's Rob's?
Oh, I'm sure Kerry's not lying. She doesn't seem the type.
You sound as if you like her.
No. She's a real battler. She only contacted Rob now because she was getting desperate.
Has she said how she feels about Rob now?
Well, she's not trying to cause trouble for you, if that's what you mean.
What she expected to do.
Oh, I think she's past worrying about that. All she wants is for little Domini to have a decent life. Now, you can't blame her for that.
No.
Her baby means everything to her. You can see that. She's not out to get Rob back.
I know I'm being silly, but... Well, I don't think I could take meeting her, Kerry, or the little girl.
I can't see any point. I mean, as long as you're prepared to let Rob help provide for little Domini, there's nothing to be gained by you meeting them.
I hope he understands that.
Listen, all I want is for everything to be okay between us.
It is now. I was wrong wanting to sweep it under the carpet and pretend it wasn't there. It's best it's all out in the open.
You reckon you can handle it?
Well, Fiona seems to get on pretty well with Kerry. It might be simpler if we organise everything through her.
Okay. You can pop in tomorrow and ask her if she'd mind.
Oh, you fix it with her. Well, I'd like to spend some more time with Jill anyway.
All right. I can understand you not wanting to see Kerry, but, well, if we could take Dominique to the beach for a couple of...
She's just a kid, Angie.
I thought you understood, Rob.
Yeah, the Kerry part, sure, but I don't know why you get so freaked about a 2-year-old kid.
I don't want to have to see her. I don't know what I'd do. Might upset her if I couldn't handle it.
Okay. Okay. I'd still like to see her from time to time, though.
Well, let's leave it at that, huh?
Well, at least I don't feel like the trip was a waste of time now.
Was Daddy here when you arrived?
Paul said he left to go and have a drink at the yacht club with some of the Ramberg people.
Paul's home.
He was. He's gone out.
How was it?
Fine. We shook hands. Why shouldn't we? It's all sorted out.
Oh, I love you. Oh, how did everything go in Melbourne?
Okay, I talked to Ron Jackson about working for Southern Freight.
Oh, good. What did he say?
They're keen for me to start as soon as I get my license. Never thought I'd end up with Jono as my boss.
I knew if that question came up, I hadn't memorised the formula properly. I just couldn't get it straight in my mind, not with everything that had been going on at home. And it didn't seem fair that I could fail when it wasn't my fault. I could have lied when I got caught, but I didn't.
Mr. Woods understand that?
Didn't go to him.
You said the supervisor told
What was the point? I've blown it. They probably won't even let me sit for the other exams. There's no hope of me getting that journalist cadetship now.
Come on, it's not the end of the world. You can sit again next year.
Another year. No way. They probably wouldn't even let me back in the school.
At least you ought to see what old Woodsy says. I'll ring him if you like. Tell him your side.
Would you?
I said I'd do anything I could.
I just wasn't going to face him.
Woodsy's not a bad old bloke, for principle. If I talk to him, you'll know better where you stand.
I Can't see it being good.
There's one way to find out.
Good luck.
Hey, even if you did fail this year, and I'm sure you won't, your dad and I would understand, you know. It's been a hard time for you. We'd know you've done your best, and we'd still be proud of you. Anyway, like I said before, I'm positive you won't fail. You're just an old worrier. I'll get it. Somebody doesn't want visitors.
Is there anything wrong besides just your exams?
I'll tell you later.
Well, so there is something wrong.
I'm not sure yet.
I reckon you could smell the dessert.
Couldn't eat a thing.
There's some left over.
No, honest.
Well, I think Davy is saying it's his dinner time. Do you want me to hit the bottle for you?
Yes, please.
Talk inside, mate. Leave the ladies to it.
Okay. As soon as there's any work to be done. All right, go on. I'll bring you in a couple later.
Old Woodsy saw you.
Yeah, he waited till I got there. Pretty good of him, really. It was getting late when I rang him.
What did he say?
Well, you won't be disqualified from sitting for the rest of your exams, but he took a pretty dim view of what you'd done.
Dad's working late, so I haven't told him yet. What'll happen about today's exam?
Well, your papers will be marked and then sent to a tribunal. You'll be given a chance to put your side of it, then they'll make a decision.
And did Woodsy say how he thought that'd go?
Said he didn't have a clue.
They'll dump on me for sure.
Oh, come on, Kev, you don't know that. They make up their minds depending on each case. They might understand why you did it.
Yeah, fat check.
Look, you've got to go back and do your best, Kev. They could clear you when they hear your side of the story. When are you going to tell Mum and Dad?
Depends when he gets home. I'd rather tell them both together. I don't want to go through that twice. Mum was just saying that they'd be proud of me even if I did fail. I don't reckon they'll be too proud of me when they find out I cheated.
They know what it's like to make a mistake.
I want to get it all over and done with, not have it hanging over my head.
Yeah, even so, don't reckon you ought to get too late at night. Another exam tomorrow, isn't there?
In the afternoon.
Talk to them in the morning. You'll be right.
I don't reckon.
Look, try. I told you, it's not the end of the world. It'll probably come out all okay.
Oh, hey, thanks for talking to Woodsy for me.
Glad I could do something. Only made it through a few scrapes myself because someone was around to give me a hand.
ESP.
Oh, no, I'm just running late for work.
Oh, well, I'd better not keep you then.
Oh, we'll make it fast, hey?
Yeah. Well, I just rang the hotel where Kerry works. They were really curt. They said she doesn't work there anymore.
Well, maybe she found herself a better job.
Yeah, well, then I rang Jessie, and Kerry hasn't taken Domini over there to be minded today. I'm really worried something's wrong.
She hasn't got the phone on, has she?
No. Short of trekking all the way over to Newtown, I can't find out what's happening.
Well, she's got your phone number. I'm sure she'll ring you if she gets into any strife.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
Which is exactly what I'll be in if I don't hurry up.
Do you think I should give Rob a call?
I think you should give your darling finger a rest for a change. You're not going to sit at home and worry about it all night, are you?
Oh, no. No, of course not.
I'm really going to make that mob in PR sit up and take notice. I'm going to make John look as if he was standing still while he was there.
So you keep saying.
I'll have to show a lot of people I've got what it takes. Maybe look like an idiot going from managing director's personal assistant to the accounts department.
Yeah, well, good luck to you, mate. G'day, Mr. Hamilton.
Rob, good to see you again.
I was just telling Rob and Angela about...
I heard what you were telling them.
What's wrong with that? It's a good job. Why shouldn't I be happy?
It's a pity you couldn't get it on your own merit.
I've just come from social drinks with some of the Ramberg personnel. There were a few remarks made about your promotion.
Such as?
It soon became pretty clear what you've been up to.
I know what you mean.
Like hell you don't. You used my new position in the business to feather your own nest, suggesting your father wouldn't be too happy if you were left stuck in the accounts department.
I never said that.
You implied it strongly enough to get the promotion.
I applied like everyone else. They chose me because they know I'm the best man for the job.
They chose you because you pressed the point that you were my son, and I am sick to the stomach that you are.
Oh, go to hell!
Don't let him get to you.
I wish he'd gone, Patricia. They're two of a kind.
I'll tell Rosie she can dish up when she's ready.
I'm sorry. You and Rob didn't need that.
It's okay. We've had a long talk. I think we've sorted things out.
You're lucky to have each other. Willing to try and solve each other's problems.
Rob's always terrific. I'm not, though. I go off the deep end half the time.
You are a bit hot-headed, I'll give you that.
We're going to try and arrange a meeting between Rob and Kerry and the little girl tomorrow. Oh, I don't know. That woman's had his baby, and it's what he wants more than anything in the world. I'm so jealous. I hate her.
Oh, Kerry.
Sorry if I woke you up, Mrs. Thompson.
No, not at all. Come on in. Hello, Dominic, darling. How are you?
I wanted to give her a ride on the ferry.
Oh.
Never been on one before. She really liked it.
Oh, good. Come on. I tried to call you at work yesterday, and they said you weren't there anymore.
I got sacked. I don't want Dominique to see me upset.
Oh, come on, darling. Come on. Auntie Fiona's going to find you something to play with. Uh-oh. Sounds like a busy morning. Come on. We'll see who's at the door.
You've taken up babysitting, haven't you?
No, you have.
What?
Take it for a while, will you? This is Dominique. This is Rob's daughter.
Oh.
I need to talk to Kerry alone.
Well, I was just going down to the Corso for a while. I thought you might want something.
No, but Dominique would love an ice block, wouldn't you, darling? You go with Jill. She'll buy you one. She'll save the nice boats. You don't mind if a friend of mine takes Dominique for a walk. She'll look after her. About a half an hour or so, okay?
Hello. We're going to have fun, aren't we? Talk about a con artist.
Well, you're not doing too bad yourself.
I bet you like ice blocks. So wide. He said if I didn't work full-time, he'd get someone who would.
Did he know you have a child?
I tried to explain to him that I'd lose my single mother's pension and that I wouldn't have enough time for Dominique. But he didn't care. Just told me to finish up.
Oh, some people.
You're the only person I know in Sydney. The only one who's been decent to me. Just had to talk to someone.
I'm glad you came. I could tide you over until you get another job.
Oh, I can manage for now.
Well, it won't be for long. Rob's come up. He wants to see you and work things out properly. That's what I wanted to ring and tell you yesterday.
Wish you'd got me. I needed some good news.
Of course, you will have to go slowly. Like I told you, he does have a wife to think of, and naturally enough, she's pretty upset about it all.
I suppose it must have been a bit of a shock.
Yeah. Especially as she's only recently found out she can't have any children. They intend to adopt eventually.
Yeah, it must be hard on her. She won't make things more difficult, will she?
Oh, no. No, I don't think so. I'll call Rob. Tell him to get a wriggle on.
Thanks for helping me. It was getting me down, feeling it was just Dominique and me. Sometimes I get angry with her over nothing. Sometimes when things get on top of me, I'm scared of hitting her. Things like that. It's hard not to take it out on the kid. Well, not that I've ever done anything, but it's hard.
Well, you've got people who care now.
Well, I still reckon we should have rung. I mean, she might have gone out.
We'll probably get her out of bed. You know what she's like. While you arrange things with Fiona, I'll go and see if Jill wants to...
Oh, look at the mess we're in. There's more on the outside than on the inside, I reckon.
Jill! Hello. Your mummy will have a fit when she sees you.
Who is she?